Hi everybody, welcome to the Ego Friendly Banter. Today we'll be talking about the easiest way that you can start your inner work or shadow work. This is something that I have channeled, so it is not mine, and I think it is very, very important for me to thank Mother Saraswati for coming through. She is the goddess of all wisdom, whatsoever it is in the universe. And rather, her form, which is Neel Saraswati, that was the form that decided to come through, and I'm very grateful. I don't have any of her picture at home because it is generally not advised to keep the those photographs at home, and because if one is not initiated, they should not do the sadhana and all those things. So I won't get into that, but I'm very, very grateful because this is one such simple method which I think every single person on the planet can use, and it can be very, very helpful for all of us. So now we will begin with subconscious. Subconscious is the part of your mind which has all your patterns, all your belief systems, your fears, desires, every single thing that has been so impressioned within you, even if it's maybe your past life or whatever, all those impressions as well. And then they affect your decisions, your perception, your belief systems, the way that you behave. Have you ever observed that there are certain people who might be afraid of heights ever since they were a child, or maybe water? Where are those coming from? It could either be from ancestral memory because maybe some ancestor died like that, and then that was the memory that was carried by their family for a long period of time, or it could be because they experienced that same trauma in past life or previous lives. But the thing is, we cannot let this mind rule our present. If we keep on letting every single thing which kind of holds us back rule our today, we'll never be able to progress in our lives. The best part about this is that we can always reprogram our subconscious. We can always look into our conditioning. We can always see where what is coming from. If you've seen the forgiveness video, you'll know that we talked about going back to any situation that is hurting you, and then checking the five W's and one H, which means when, where, why, what, who, and then one how. What uh, that situation was, who was involved in it, why it happened, etc., etc. And then there's how. How it happened, how it impacted you, and how it has impacted different decisions that you've taken throughout your life ever since then. And now coming to inner work, which is the topic of today's video. The reason we do inner work is to make sure that our subconscious mind, one, is clean of all those patterns, all those conditionings, every single thing that's not serving us, and two, to reprogram it. Because it understands only one thing, which is I am. So whatever you add this I am to, it becomes again something that we often talk about. For example, if you say that you want to be wealthy, if you keep on saying that you want to be wealthy, the subconscious will learn that you want to be wealthy, you are not wealthy. So instead of saying that, you might want to say that I am wealth, I am abundance, I am this and that, I am love. you know if you want to forgive somebody, then you will say I am forgiveness, something like that, right? But we are not getting into all of that today. Today we are getting into the beginning of it. For every single person who has never started this, who has never even thought about maybe inner work, or even if you thought, then maybe you never knew where to begin. You might know up till now that what you are within is what is happening outside of you. If you're afraid of something, the universe will send those similar experiences in your life which will increase that fear, because there is already that fear. If you are on a certain vibration, you'll keep on attracting experiences, people, places, things, circumstances which keep you on that vibration, right? Because all of them are also coming from the same vibration. Here we will talk about different patterns that we have in our lives but we never really see, because of which we keep on attracting the same kind of situations, same kind of people, same kind of experiences in our lives, and how we can actually change our reality because of that. So Yatha Pinde Tatha Brahmande, it's also one of a beautiful, beautiful saying. It's from Hindu texts, and it means as within, so without. But what you have within your body is what is in the universe, just as microcosm and macrocosm and all of that. And once we change the magnet, which is attracting different things that we don't like into our lives, to something that we like, if we increase the vibration of this magnet, that is when we will attract things that we like. And the task starts here. I would recommend that you get a notebook or maybe open your notes and start reflecting on it. You'll need to pause, right? You'll need some time to reflect. You'll need to sit alone with yourself and answer these questions. And that is how the inner work is done, because it is done just for yourself and not for somebody else. This is done for your own reality. We are doing this for your own reality, for the better experiences that you deserve, because you are interested in all this. And um, trust me when I say this. I know it is hard. I know it will take a lot of courage, a lot of guts, to agree to the things maybe where you were wrong, maybe where you were toxic, or maybe to see things as they were and not how you wanted to see them. So it takes courage, but that is how you free yourself. Okay, coming back to the first phrase of Ho'oponopono prayer. If you've not seen the ancestral blockage or ancestral karma clearing video that I have made, it was long back when I just started the channel. Maybe you can watch that as well. Now, the message was Ho'oponopono prayer, asking why, and then internalizing and externalizing all of that, which means asking, where did I not say sorry? Where did I not say, please forgive me? Where did I not say, I thank you? Where did I not say, I love you? And then asking, why did you do that? Right? And on the other side, thinking of what were the times or what were the moments, situations when you were expecting that same thing from other, that they are sorry, they forgive you, or they thank you or love you, and then asking yourself, why exactly were you expecting it? I know that all of us are connected, and that is what we talk about on this channel. But this process can be a very lonesome process. Inner work is just for yourself. Before you see yourself in every single thing on the planet, whether it's your curtains or your couch or your gadget, you have to see yourself fully. You have to see yourself as you are. You have to let go of all the perspectives and the biases and the lenses that you are wearing, so that when you see rest of the world, it is reflected within you, right? If your own mirror is maybe dirty, then the world will also be reflected as something that is dirty, that's something that needs cleaning, right? I'm not getting into the crime and all that aspect. This is very personal and very soul oriented journey. We are working on our own sanskars, our own self fear, our own betterment, and our own reality. Once that improves, once our true nature is realized, we send those ripple effects across the universe, right? And of course, then we benefit the rest of the world as well. So coming to I am sorry. It's a beautiful phrase, very small phrase, but takes a lot of courage to say it. Some people spend their entire lives thinking that they did something wrong to somebody else, but they never say sorry. That is when maybe we are aware that we hurt somebody, but there are times when we are unaware, maybe because of something that we did, something that we said, maybe our micro expressions, our behavior. But since they have that karma, they carry that seed of karma in different lifetimes and then keep on paying it back. No, the cycle never ends. The cycle keeps on repeating itself. Why? Because the sorry was never spoken. Whether it's to your mother, to your father, to your sibling, to your partner, to your teacher, a stranger, whosoever. There are many times when we can hurt people unawares, and there are many times, of course, when we are aware, but we have a lot of ego that we never say sorry. I know, and it's perfectly fine. There's no need to feel guilty. There's no need to sabotage yourself. You have to see to it as it is. Maybe you did what was best for you at that particular time, but the consequences of it ended up hurting somebody else. But can it save you the karmic imprint, or can it save you the results of the karma? No, it can't. And one of the things that happens when a sorry needs to be spoken, whether it's to Mother Earth, because of maybe something that you did and it impacted Mother Earth in a wrong manner, it can end up creating loops of cycles in your life. It can keep on happening. Same cycles keep on repeating over and over again without ever ending. They keep on changing faces. The same lesson keeps on coming in different places, whether it's in your job or your career or your health. The same lesson, but maybe it is coming only from the sorry that was not spoken. For example, if there was a project that you were very, very engaged in, right? And then you ended up abandoning it. You left it right where it is. Now, what will happen is that project will keep on leaking energy. Same with the relationships. Same with your health. All these habits that we have, we abandon them, right? And then what happens is when we don't say sorry, even if it's in spirit, let's say you cannot say sorry in person, sit back, have courage to say sorry in spirit. We are all connected, it's all one. So when you send that energy from here, it will reach to the other side, wherever it is, other side of the world, other side in different realms. The habit was left, and now the energy will keep on leaking itself. The relationship was left right there without any closure. It'll keep on, leaking. Once you give things closure, sometimes not getting closure is the only closure, but still, once you uh, give anything closure, there's a lot of peace in that. The energy is never lost because you've made peace with it. Like, you've chosen a clear no, a clear yes. There's no baggage of the karma on this entire situation. There's no baggage that you'll have to carry, whether it's of a project or a relationship or a habit. You've told yourself, I will or will not do it. But just in case that doesn't happen, you'll keep on carrying that baggage. And the way it affects you, you can check it right now, is if you have neck pains, if you have back pains, lower back pains, upper back pains, shoulder pains, all of that. It is because of a sorry that was not said. And if you don't know, where to send that energy, where do you need to say sorry, just send it out to Mother Universe. Trust that cosmic intelligence and tell her to send it where it is needed. That you are seeking sorry genuinely, maybe from all your past lives, past timelines, parallel timelines, all your realities, that you seek sorry, humility, bring that. Not because it will free you, not because it will maybe heal your wounds or prevent you from getting stuck in similar loops, getting those same lessons over and over again to learn, but also because you don't deserve it. As simple as that. Because you don't deserve to learn those same lessons again, to go through that same pain again and again. Even though you've learned that lesson, it'll keep on repeating, right? So send that sorry, send that sorry, and let that grace flow. I know, God is very kind and universe is very kind. The grace never stops and all of that. But for that to operate in your life, you have to raise your vibration to a point where the universe thinks that you are capable of handling that grace, that you'll value it when it comes to you. I hope I'm able to articulate myself, and that cycle will not repeat again. And also, you'll observe that if you think that you're having cycles of bad luck, there are times when nothing is going well, neither in relationships or career or whatever. Those cycles, they'll keep repeating. So ask yourself, okay, ask yourself, when was the time when you did not say sorry, and just send it out. Do it for maybe 108 days, 108 times in a day, whatever suits you well. It's perfectly fine. Even if you can't do for that long, then just maybe 2 to 3 minutes per day, that's just fine. Doesn't matter. Now, moving on to please forgive me. We did a huge video on forgiveness. Have you ever thought that when we don't say sorry, or when we don't say please forgive me, that is a manifestation of ego? That's your ego speaking. And ego is just a mechanism to operate in this world, but it's not you. Ego, I'm not talking about arrogance or whatever. This might be just maybe fear of starting that loop again, or well, it can be arrogance as well. That why should I say sorry? This person has done so much wrong to me. So what? So what if I did anything? So what? But that's the point. That's the difference between maybe you and that person. And you have to demarcate that boundary. When that happens, it means that your heart chakra has been hardened with this ego. And what is your heart chakra? Heart chakra is the cosmic radio. No, the oh, have you heard that song which says "My heart's a stereo"? That thing, just like that. It is actually a stereo. It plays the songs that you are most aligned with. And if you have a lot of ego, it will be blocked. Once that is blocked, the love is blocked from coming in or going out. Once that happens, again the cycles repeat, especially in your finances. So forgiveness has direct link with your lower chakras, with your self-confidence, with your creativity, with your sexual power, with your sexual expression, and with your roots, with your fertility, with your children, every single thing that binds you to this planet Earth, to your life, that makes you feel alive, feel grateful for being human, your boundaries, all of that. And you keep on repeating all of those lessons again. Why? Because there's no love that's coming or going. Love is not able to flow freely. And to be very honest, this should start with yourself. No? Say sorry to yourself for every time you sabotaged yourself, every time you held back because of fears, because of maybe what somebody else said. Forgive yourself for doing that. Then come to your family, to the strangers, to the world. Speak it out loud. I forgive you. I forgive you. Even if you're too angry at the world, let's say out loud, I forgive you. Note it down. You'll observe that all the news that was making you angry, all the experiences that were making you angry or sad, or just feel not at peace with the world or with somebody else or with yourself, they'll start to cease, and you'll start manifesting better experiences which make you feel loved, more aligned. Because this is the material realm, right? As I said, the lower chakras, these will get affected. And once they are affected, your relationship with your parents improve, your ancestry improves. Even if they are not in your life, even if you're at odds with them, things will miraculously change. And even if you don't want to talk to them, let's say, you will uphold your boundary, but you'll not have that sticky feeling. You'll not have the anger, malice, sadness, grief, all those emotions which keep you trapped in the same kind of experience over and over again, which prevent you from experiencing this life to the fullest. You're here for a very limited time. All of us are. Nobody really has the time, no? When you think of it, to hold all those grudges, to hold all that, to not say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Even if you want to go out of my life, you can, but please forgive me. This is where I close this chapter. I prevent the leakage from this chapter. Whether it's your parent, your own self, your past friends or girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever, your projects, your company, the where you worked, your colleagues, or whosoever it is, say it out loud. And you'll instantly, sometimes it will not be an exaggeration, it will not be an overstatement. Sometimes you literally manifest miracles within days of all this. So ask yourself, what was it that you were not ready to forgive? What was it that you were seeking forgiveness for from somebody else? What was it that was it even right? Or maybe were you being touchy? Can you empathize with the other person? Can you empathize with the situation? If not, that's fine. You can keep that situation aside for a while. And if you've seen the video on forgiveness, you'll know that things happen in cycles. And also the one with Ma Kali, how karma plays a role in it, and how you can free yourself from karma. So I will not be repeating that here. So you'll have to see, okay? See all of that. And then maybe move to the next question, which is, when did you not say thank you? Oh, by the way, if you're not having anything, let's say in this case, for please forgive me, think of the pain that your mother had when you were being born. That is called womb trauma, or the trauma that you carry, and then the birth trauma. No, the mother also gets some of it, and you get some of it. A lot of it gets stored in your body, and all of that. There are a lot of studies on the internet. Maybe you can check them out. Say I'm sorry. Please forgive me to your mother. Whether or not you're talking to her, just in your meditation, just do that. It'll clear your mother wound. It'll help you with that. If it's your father, if they were not available in your life, let's say, for one reason or another, if they were, then maybe you can, of course, repeat the process. But if they were not available, then it was their karma. They were not supposed to be here. You would not have been you had maybe he been in your life. Let it go, because you deserve better things. You deserve a happy life. Or if he was with you but not available, then too do the same. Even if there was a lot of pain involved. I Trust me when I say this, I understand it. Say, I don't need your sorry. I don't need you to seek forgiveness from me. I forgive you because I was given this immense amount of love within myself to have my boundaries intact, but at the same time not carry these negative emotions which were given to me. A river keeps on flowing, right? The pollution, it's acquired. The river is clean. It is us who keep on throwing all those dirty packages and whatnot into that river. Think of yourself, your consciousness, just like that. The subconscious is clean, but over the course of lifetimes, this life itself, it was given a lot of things, and it started attaching itself to this I am. I hope I'm making sense and people are sticking up till here. I hope I'm not being boring. Anyway, now we come to one of the most important things ever: gratitude. Everything can be solved with it. No matter how big the problem is, gratitude. Even if you don't find anything to be grateful for, look around. You'll be wrong. You'll find maybe clothes to wear, this gadget that you have, the internet connection that you have, roof over your head, the food on your table, your family, people who love you, healthy body, experiences that you've had in your life which maybe nobody else had, the happiness that you've felt, all of those things. Trust me, there are a lot of people in the world who don't have an iota of what you do. Sometimes we take our family members for granted, especially, but not everyone has them. Not everyone has the family. Not everyone has the kind of parent that maybe you had. Clean roads to walk on, your car. There are a lot of people who are homeless. No? So every time you look at your roof, maybe be grateful. There are a lot of things to be grateful, to be very honest. This oxygen that you can breathe, so much. When you go outside and you see the sun, I'm very, very grateful to the sun for keeping my body healthy, for keeping the crops healthy so that I can eat that food. All the vegetation, it depends on the sun. So that too, your job, even if you don't like your colleagues or whatever, it's at least paying your bills. It's keeping you healthy. So once this cycle of constant gratitude and not focusing on um, anything that's lacking in your life, it begins, you increase your vibration instantly. Your fears go away, your anger goes away. No, you always start, not always, but mostly start being happy because you see how blessed you are. Even if you don't believe in God, you'll be grateful. And you know what happens? Sometimes when we're not grateful, most of the reasons, they stem from repetition. Like, um for example, if my life is very repetitive, let's say, I'm waking up, eating, going back to sleep, all of that is happening over and over again, I will not be able to see my blessings that much. no? We are able to see our blessings mostly when there's a jerk, right? Or when there's a change or a tower moment in our lives, when we want, seriously, we seek blessings for something. But why do we have to wait for it? If we are grateful for every single thing that we have already, we will not need those moments where God has to, or universe has to, like, push us to be grateful for what we have and to change our perspectives, to give us certain things. And when this repetition keeps on happening over and over again, we get into a comfort zone. We stop taking risks. And once we stop taking risks or trying something new, it immediately affects our chakras. Why? Because these demand movement, freedom to change, constant expansion. Your consciousness, it demands constant expansion. This body consciousness, of course, that exists, but here I'm talking about the consciousness as a spirit or a soul. Brahman is infinite. First we have body consciousness, then we have consciousness that I'm a spirit, then we don't exist, that every single thing is happening within this. But for this to happen, this thing, from this we have to move on to this. So don't think of this instantly, at least. And prevent, it's not stability, but boredom from coming in, sloth, lethargy, all of that from coming in. You have to prevent this from becoming the poison, because it'll never let you grow, never let you maybe take risks. And sometimes it's not even taking bigger risks, you know. It can just be trying something new. You don't even have to take risk, but just being open. Very simple thing that you can do. Maybe you can try something new in a restaurant when you go next time. Go and check what's there on the menu that you've never tried. You can try that. Something new goes into your consciousness. It expands. As simple as that. If that energy keeps on being the same over and over again, and then there's nothing, no growth, because there is fear also, the fear of taking risk, or fear of expanding, or whatever, of getting out of your comfort zone, trying something new, then that same energy, you know, that same energy will again bring that same cycle, or the cycle won't even move. And since everything else will look like always existing, whether it's family or whatever, your food, your location where you live, your gadgets and car, as we talked about, you'll stop being grateful for them. By the way, this is also one way that you can maybe feel gratitude. If anything from this entire thing ends up helping you, right? Then you can be maybe grateful to Mother Saraswati or to universe for sending this across, that they wanted you to listen to this and maybe change something in your reality. And on the other side, you have to think, when exactly was a time when you were expecting gratitude for somebody? What was the time when you thought that this person should have thanked me, but they did not? Did it come to your mind? Now, repeat this process. Forgive them. Let them be. It was their nature to not be grateful, but you don't have to bring that blockage into yourself. If something is coming up um, to the surface, to your conscious mind, this means that it exists in the subconscious. When you did not do it, or when you were expecting it from somebody else, whatever, if those situations are coming up, this means that they exist in the subconscious and we have to clear them away, because they're blocking your abundance in one way whatsoever. When we are not grateful, one thing that happens is that the confidence, it also remains almost the same. The ego keeps on increasing, right? But when the time comes, you know, sometimes people are not able to take stand for themselves. You'll observe this. Anybody who is not grateful, you know, who keeps on cribbing about the things that they don't have, and or expecting way too much from others, or doing certain things just to make sure that they are appreciated or that they are thanked. I'm not saying that you keep on giving yourself completely. If you've seen the video for healers, the one on empathic burnout, you'll know what I'm talking about. So, all of that, just to feed your ego, if you keep on doing things just to feed your ego, that person, that person will never be able to take a stand for themselves. Only the ego increases, and since the confidence is not increasing, the experience is not increasing, the knowledge is also not increasing. Maybe because of that, no new dreams are introduced, no new visions are introduced to the brain, to the consciousness. This is not contentment, right? This is stale energy that I'm talking about. Contentment is a different thing. In that you're also grateful, but here you're not grateful, but at the same time you also have repetitions in your life. Next is I love you. What was the time when you did not say I love you? Sometimes people don't say this and the others just pass on. You know, we are not aware of the modality. Every single thing comes with its own expiry date. Relationship, business, every single thing. So better be grateful and in love with it as long as it is with you. And when it's time for it to go, then just let it go without malice, jealousy, anger, pride, hatred, condemnation, no ill will. No, love is the purest emotion. Where love exists, everything else exists. And once you understand that every single thing is happening as it is meant to, as it is supposed to, because there are certain lessons for you to learn, and you don't have to repeat those lessons, this love will come up naturally. And you'll feel this love for everyone, even the little ant, because you'll know that you are not any more important than that ant. That same consciousness that flows through you is flowing through her or it, whatever. Say it out loud. If you don't have anybody to subject this to, just say it out loud to the mirror, to yourself. I love you. When love doesn't exist, fear exists. Doubts exist, deluded doubt. You're not clear of your path. No blockages exist. Your mind will say one thing on the one day and another on another. So deluded doubt. That Buddha video that we did, it talks about this. So check that out. When was the last time that you did not say I love you? And why did you do that? Why? Were you afraid to say it? Did you think that it is you who keeps loving but the other person doesn't deserve it? Did you think that they will freak out? Did you think that no, you don't deserve love back? Whatever it is, let it be, let it go. If you can't say it up front, say it in your heart. Send it. Send it to everybody on the planet, whosoever it is. Even the people who've taught you hard lessons, because at least they taught you. They had a role to play in your life. They had their nanoband, and they'll be gone from your life in a sense where the lessons won't repeat. And if they decide to come back, they'll come back with love in their heart. The relationships will improve. That stuckness will go. The sticky feeling will go. You'll know where you want to move. The clarity will come. The fogginess that exists, it exists only because you have love within you, but you're not either accepting more of it or expressing it out loud. There are very simple things that you can do. For example, just gardening and then saying I love you to the flowers, to your food, to the altar that you have. If you don't have the altar, maybe your gadget or whatever, your notebooks, anything, the road, the clear road. You have no clue how important it is to have a clean, clear road without potholes. There are people who die because of potholes. Say I love you to that road, to that public transport that's taking you from one place to another, to your car again. And also, you'll observe that once you start letting this love flow easily in and out, like be open to receiving it. If you don't want to get into a relationship, that's fine. If you are in a relationship, let's say, no, at least be open to receiving the love that the other person is trying to give. Maybe the way that they give is a little different than what you expect. If you expect maybe an act of service, let's say, but their love language is gifting, and you think, what use is this gift or whatever? Just be grateful, for that very moment. Say, I love you. I love you. Thank you for making this effort for me. Thank you so much. Thank you. And with your heart, do this with all your heart. Say thank you. And you'll observe at least the pathway for your communication will improve because the heart chakras will become aligned. And once that happens, all other chakras they start coming into alignment as well, which also includes the throat chakra, the chakra of communication. So you'll be able to express what you feel, express your desires more freely. If it's with your parent, you'll be able to tell them what you feel like, even if you've never had a good relationship with them. It's fine. Just say it from a distance. That's fine. No, I love you. I love you. I love you for bringing me to this world. I'm very grateful. And this is one of a kind experience, and I'm very grateful for it. The frequency will change, the vibration will change, and the reality, of course, will change as well. Your senses will come into your control. You will not be restless. When love doesn't exist, fear exists, restlessness exists, anger, all these emotions they exist. And once this comes, once this love starts coming, all this goes away. And once they go away, you can easily tell this what to become. I am love. So whether it's a career, whether it's a relationship, whether it's health or whatever it is, start saying these words to it and then think of the times when you did not. Seek forgiveness for it. Wherever you need to forgive, let it be. Wherever you were expecting sorries or thank yous or love yous, let it go. Let it all go. You don't need to hold back. Have your boundaries. That is very, very important. We don't have to let anybody walk over us. That's fine. But but don't carry the baggage that you are not meant to. Let those people, situations, places, whatever go, so that new things, people, situations, and better health can come, better wealth can come, happy money can come. Even though we keep on earning a lot of money, it keeps on flowing, it keeps on going. We have to see that the money that's coming to us is also staying. We are able to save that money. We are able to spend it on better things, not on maybe ill health. So all these things they start coming in alignment. But you have to keep on questioning yourself about all these things. Internalize and externalize. I hope I was able to clear it a bit. If you have a question, please let me know. I'll be very, very happy to answer them in comments because, as I said, I'm still new in this process. So it becomes very difficult for me sometimes to articulate what I'm feeling, to articulate the messages that I get. And if it was of any help to you, I'm very, very grateful. I'm very happy. And lastly, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I wish you the best year of your life. And I wish that you're able to clear all the blockages that you have within you, whether it's of sadness or grief or anything that's holding you back or preventing you from seeing your true self, seeing your true nature, from trusting your path, from trusting your intuition. So much love. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.